a disagreement on whether Kemet is the origin of Christianity. And I don't know why, if you're trying to build towards a debate, you could just build on that. You don't have to pay white scholars to attack my spirituality, to call me a pagan, to call me a black supremacist. You don't have to insinuate that you are better than me because you have children and Brother Jabari does not. You know he did that, son letter. I know you're going to say, I don't know if he did.
Man, you and your feelings now.
And you also don't have to paint me with the same brush to try to say that I am the same as people who have beaten women, controlled people's thinking, got dudes rubbing people's feet. I'm better.
So you feel that he compared you to nature boy?
Hey man, we want to hear about that voice you heard.
See the video. Let me just start by showing you the slide.
All right.
I wasn't gonna start here, but maybe that's a good question because some folks, let me just say, you're lucky if you didn't see it. By the way, I watched it, so you didn't have to. Don't give this dude more views.
Huh?
This
you hating on the man views?
This is the video. This is the video.
And this is a screenshot of who though?
Brother, this is the thumbnail.
Oh, it says Garfield say about Jabari runs a cult.
It's called Black Cults, Young Pharaoh, Billy Carson, Nature Boy, and Jabari.
Damn.
And brother, if you listen to the hour and a half discussion, he's only talking about the other people so he can get to me. I'm going to play a clip.
Play the clip where you saw the ghost.
Honestly, you know, right off the bat, son, let me say to you, Garfield has never come to the Shrine of Ma'at. He's been here when no one's here. He's never been inside to see what we do. He's not spoken to members. He's never heard that I have taken advantage of anyone. He's never heard that I'm keeping someone against their will. I don't have like a stable of women that I'm controlling. I don't have dudes rubbing my
You are the odd one in this bunch, though. God damn, man. You don't belong in this circle. Oh, my God. Garfield, what's going on here, brother, man?
And that's why I'm on the end, because really what he's trying to do, he thinks he's slick, but Garfield makes the worst arguments. I don't question what Garfield reads or his intelligence. He makes the worst. I've said this. Listen, I said this for a while. Even when we were going to be working together, I didn't say it publicly. He makes the worst arguments.
It can't be too bad.
Easy to refute.
He got you responding.
But I will say to you, the reason why I'm on the end is because he wants to play these other people who are doing strange things and say, well, Jabari's doing the same thing. He's running a new cult. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's not fair. That's not fair.
And I'm going to show you in a few minutes some of the other folks who he spends time with. We know that Brother Garfield was in the Nation of Islam. Has he called Farrakhan a cult leader? Will he call Farrakhan a cult leader?
I don't know.
I think that actually
he gonna call in now
to make a lot of hay.
I bet you he call in.
Do that.
He gonna put that dagger in.
Has he even attacked anyone on your platform who is a person of spirit? Now, Sonetta, we know that you have more black atheists on this channel than most channels.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's part of the reality. Part of it is that Garfield is such a confused tangle of opposition and contradictions.
Huh?
On one hand, he would love us to believe that Jesus is an actual person. That's what he would love to do. But on the other hand, he wants to say, well, I don't believe any of that. I'm not a person of faith. Garfield needs to come out of the closet. He is a closet Christian.
I can't wait to see y'all debate.
He's having issues with himself and attacking Jabari. I didn't see him go after Pastor Bennett because Pastor Bennett is a person of spirit. And the reality is,
Man, you got
nothing to do with the shrine.
Play the clip.
Our disagreement, at least the one that we should be having, is about a historical matter. But he has continued to make this personal. And you know, Sanetta, I think that at one point he did believe that perhaps my reach, because of my institution, was actually something nefarious. Because I know you're not going to remember this. I know you're not. But when we were first going to have our debate and things got really heated, I remember him saying that he heard that Shrine members were going to come roll up on him and come see him. And he was really worked up about it. And in the middle of our really heated discussion, I had to say, wait, Garfield, you have to...
I remember that, brother. I do remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I had to say to him...
I remember the person who we had beef with.
We're not rolling up on you. That's not what we do. That's not what we do. We are about spiritual upliftment and self-betterment and improvement of our community. The community of people of African descent in the United States and abroad. That's all we're about. I'm not one of those dudes that's going to put a hit on you or send someone after you.
So maybe I think you got to ask him the question, what makes him put you in this bunch? Like,
no, we're going to hear his words.
Okay.
We're going to hear his words. We're going to hear exactly what he said. And I'm going to say to you, the people on his channel say that he's stupid. Not on your channel, Sanetta. The people on his... Yes, Jabari's an Israelite. Having fun right now.
Yeah.
And you know, the reason why he's saying that is because he attacks the Israelites so much, and Jabari. So Jabari must be an Israelite. So
Right.
I get your tongue-in-cheek statement, brother. I really do. You know, it's really strange. Because I have never sought to have conflict with Garfield. I've never sought to have conflict with him. Honestly, Sanetta, we could do more together than we can do separated. To be very honest with you. I have no reason to have a personal problem with Garfield. None. But, you know, he's had a lot of videos talking about me. When we were about to have the debate, I'm talking about hours, like 30 hours of videos about it. And now I'm a cult leader. This is not the first time he said I'm a cult leader. Of course, you know, Zion Lex picked up his clip of saying the Shrine of Ma'at is a cult. He picked it up. Someone asked him, is the Shrine of Ma'at a cult? And he and one of the people on the platform, Sanetta, starts cracking up. They're like, come on, Garfield. Come on. You know, and it'd be one thing it would be one thing if he had spoken to people, he had word from people that I was abusing people. I had taken people's money and I was calling myself the divine force, and someone was rubbing my feet and giving me hundreds of thousands of dollars. He can say none of that about me. And you know, the other thing about me, Sanetta, that's different than all of the other people on it, Jabari has a longer track record. Do you know that Jabari has a longer social media footprint than any of those, than Nature Boy, than Young Pharaoh? If you search Jabari Osaze, you're going to find stuff from the 80s and 90s. And unlike almost all of the other people who he's attacking, I use my name. Jabari Osaze is my legal name. It's the name on my driver's license and on my passport. There's a lot that you can just find out about me. So for him to go into the gutter in this way is really, really bizarre.
Hey, real quick to the chat. Leave Judanez alone, y'all. Do not block him. Leave him alone. Just let him go. Let him go. Just, come on, y'all.
He's
Just leave him alone. Leave him alone.
That be their personal issue.
I wanna go ahead and describe some of what Garfield did. Okay, I want to play a few videos. I'm hoping that you'll hear them clearly. Sometimes there are some problems. I try to record them a bit louder. And so we're going to start with Garfield actually talking about why Jabari is in the group. And he knew that it was ridiculous because when he starts the video, Sanetta, he automatically starts to explain why Jabari's in the group.
Okay.
Okay.
So he knows that everyone watching is going to be like, what's going on? So let's listen to him describe his own foolishness. Let's do this for a second. Because I really want you.
Hey, peace of love.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me just share this. You know, I wonder, I've never tried to share a video file. Maybe I should try that. It might come out clearer. Let me see if I can do that.
That's how I share my videos. I always share video.
Junior,
Yeah, I always share video.
let's see if that will be more clearly heard. Let's take a look. And this video is about 2 minutes long. Listen.
Hey, peace and love. This is Brother Garfield. Today we're doing a show about black cults.
Nice and
And I'm
clear.
concentrating on 4 individuals that I see doing some very cultish things in our community. Nature Boy. I'm very concerned about Nature Boy. One thing I observe with a lot of these people who are cultists, they always have some sort of contact with people, hearing them, voices, abducted by aliens. I am God, or I'm connected to God, and people are following these people. People might say, well, Garfield, I understand Billy Carson, Young Pharaoh, and Nature Boy, but why Jabari? Because Jabari is playing the same cultish games also. Whether you like Jabari or not, because he's extremely likable. I actually like Jabari a lot. But is Jabari doing the same thing, but using Kemet? And one thing all these guys have in common is Kemet. I'm not 100% sure about Nature Boy, because he's very religious. He speaks about what the Bible says and all that stuff. But I am, listen to, you're going to watch all these videos I play. And I want you to take a step back as a human being and watch what's going on in your community. Watch. I'm not hating. I'm not doing this for clout. I just want you to look at the playbook that's being used in a modern sense. I want you to take a look at this. Yeah, let me just show these 3 clips of Jabari. Get Jabari out the way and get to Young Pharaoh. Let's go, Jabari, because you the man, right? You the man, baby. You the man.
Now, that's the first clip, Tonetta. That's the first clip, right? And I want you to know, Garfield probably called Tonetta because he's starting trouble. But I want you to know that as you look at this, what you're really seeing is something that doesn't make sense. This whole thing is about me. He brought all of these folks that are doing some really, really negative things. He brought Nature Boy into this. Sonetta has focused on Nature Boy and brought Nature Boy's actions into the light better than anyone else, any other platform, whether we're talking about cable TV, regular TV, or the internet. All of Nature Boy's problems, blemishes, issues have been clearly identified by Sonetta. To try to say that Jabari is doing something similar to Nature Boy is laughable. And, you know, it's not like he knows anything about what I do. Nothing. He could, listen, a lot of what we do is public. We have Comedic Ascension every other week. It is live on Facebook and YouTube. If he really wanted to know about what I do, he could easily just tune in. He has no interest in doing that. None. Partially because what he is doing is simply trying to start trouble about me personally. And I am going to be at the debate on Saturday. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. So this is crazy. I'm going to tell you this is crazy. So let me show you something else. I want to go a little bit further. Let us show you some of what he is saying about why he thinks. Let me see if I have that here. I'm going to share. This is a little bit further on in the same video, Sonetta. Let's show what his issue is with me and why he's trying to say that I am a cult, which is bizarre. It's also interesting he doesn't say the Shrine of Ma'at is a cult. He says Jabari is showing cultish behavior. Really bizarre. What is cultish behavior? Isn't a cult a group of people? What exactly is cultish behavior? Does Garfield need a dictionary? Is that what the problem is? Well, I'm going to show him what the definition is in a minute. Because you know that if Jabari's going to do anything, I'm going to come with receipts. Let's take a look. Let me try that again. It said it had trouble sharing. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try that one more time. Here we go. So, Sonetter, can you play this? Can you share this video?
This is a different one?
It's a different video.
Yeah, this is it. I think this is it.
And I hear a woman. And so when we finally got to the museum, I'm showing some other folks some things, and I hear a woman's voice over my shoulder. I actually thought it must have been Anika calling me again. And I turned around, and curiously, there was no one present in that section of the museum.
So hold on.
I turned back around. Hear this, Sonetta. I turned back around, and I said, wait, there's Anika. She's talking to some students. I turned back in the area of where I hear a woman's voice, and guess who I saw?
Who?
I saw this coffin case for Ahotep.
Oh, man.
I believe the spirit of this great African queen was saying to me, you have spoken about me and my family. Tell them I'm here. Much.
So he believed.
And so when we finally got to the museum, I'm showing some other folks some things, and I hear a woman's voice over my shoulder. I actually thought it must have been Anika calling me again. And I turned around, and curiously, there was no one present in that section of the museum.
So hold on.
You'll hear Garfield describe it in a minute. He has this long pause in this video. Oh, and this is from my personal Facebook page, by the way. Not the Shrine of Ma'at Facebook page, my personal Facebook page he's about to show.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, so the person that was speaking to him, our voice, was in English, right? You see, this is the problem. We accept this.
Now let me pause this for 1 quick second. I didn't say I had a conversation with Ahotep. I said I heard a woman's voice. I couldn't make out anything that the person said. I simply turned around. That's it. I didn't say I had a conversation with her. But see, part of the problem is he does not actually listen very well. Well, I'm going to tell you, Sonetta, once again, he's making this personal, and he's going to lose. He's going to lose. Because now when he backs away from the debate, I doubt he will at this point because he's going to look like a fool. He's going to be embarrassed again. And the last thing you want to do is get me absolutely upset with an opponent. That's the last thing you want to do. Garfield, I'm going to eviscerate you. I'm not going to even go easy. Sometimes I've been accused of going easy and trying to defeat someone with the death of 1,000 cuts. I'm going to take your head off on this one. It's time. I'm sick of this. Let's continue. Here he is talking about my personal Facebook page. Not the Shrine of Ma'at page, my personal Facebook page.
We accept this and don't check it. Remember when Divine Prospect came out and made a video and said that God told him and he had to remove that video off YouTube? Solid and Ibra, come on, man. Solid and checked him. Checked him. Now look at this. This is Jabari's page, right? So this is February 26th. So those who know me well know what I've found myself at a crossroads. I've been praying, pondering, meditating. On a long drive last night, I asked for divine guidance. This morning, I was greeted by a falcon on my fence, dominant, secure, unfazed, simply eating another bird. It recently stopped and checked me out. Answer received. Dua, dua, neteru.
By the way, it says it certainly stopped and checked me out. Not recently. Garfield cannot read either. He cannot read. He's not up for this task. Let's continue.
update you. Then he puts up the picture. You know what that is. And another yo, I'm not even going to read the comments. This is cult stuff. This is the beginning of Jim Jones era. This is Jim Jones-ish. In our modern day time, this is not personal. It's not. I personally have nothing against Jabari. I'm just saying, listen, I'm dealing with cults today, and this is the beginning of a new cult. That's all it is. Who wanna be mad, be mad. I don't care. I don't care if y'all watch my channel. I don't, y'all know me. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm just pointing it out. And I'm gonna show you how the community is. You're gonna find everybody that likes Jabari make an excuse. He hears mummies. He sees people who are not real people.
Oh, shit.
This is, I'm telling you, this is just crazy. So you're gonna laugh at Billy Carson for his nonsense, but don't check Jabari because I like him. He sounds nice. This is the hypocrisy. If this was me, oh man, y'all would have got me like 100. You'd have seen homeboy made 5,000 videos about me.
Now, Son Netter, he's critiquing me because I am a person of spirit. Because I have the connection with the ancestors. And I'm not backing away from that. I'm a Kemetic priest. I am a person of spirit.
Okay.
And I did hear a voice. I told you I believed that it was Ahotep saying I was here. That's what I said. And I do attempt on a daily basis to commune with the ancestors. If you have an issue with that, have an issue with it.
Now, I gotta be honest, man.
Uh-oh.
Now, I gotta be honest, my brother
Please,
Garfield.
all I want you to be is
Hold on. I gotta be honest, Garfield.
Let's get it in.
But I've heard my voices too. I've heard voices with the spirit of the ancestors. When I've been out there on them streets teaching, and the first thing I do when I open up is pour out some water and pray to the spirit of the ancestors that I would be protected. And I've heard voices. There's many of us who hear voices, brother. It ain't gonna be out loud, but it's right there. I don't know if God, that's not cultish behavior. That's tapping into your spirit, your spirituality. I don't know. Garfield might call me go tomorrow, bro.
Oh man, he gonna get you, son. He gonna get you.
He be hearing.
He gonna put that dagger down.
The spirit speaking to me as well. I'm a spiritual being. Well, go ahead, Jabari.
You know, honestly, Son Netter, I'm not even sure if that's really what Garfield doesn't have a problem with me because I'm saying that I've heard ancestors before. Garfield has a personal problem with me because I clean his clock whenever we sit. That's the reason why he has a problem, and that's why.
Well, you know he gonna want to come back probably tomorrow. He gonna want to come back.
Whenever we meet, I clean his clock. He's not ready. He's not the brightest bulb in the shop. He doesn't listen. He doesn't read. He makes poor arguments. Let's just call it exactly what it is. Garfield has never won a debate or discussion on his platform or on yours.
Well, I guess Captain Tazariak never got over his ass whooping that you put on him because he's in the chat right now and he said, "Nigga, stop crying."
You know, I'm gonna tell you, people from all over the world have called me and said, "What was wrong with Tazariak? Was he drunk? Was he?" And you know, honestly, Tazariak did. I expected him to do better. I was upset because I prepared for it. That's the reality. And by the way, if I'm crying, why did Tazariak go and do tons of videos about our debate afterwards? Was that crying, Tazariak? When you got
now you know, Jabari, he who go makes videos after the debate is the one who really lost the debate. You know that.
I'm telling you.
Because if you felt you win, you don't need to make no
And Sonetta, you know what else I want to, let me do this.
Oh boy, they double teaming them now.
Sorry, I called him in. You must have hit a nerve. Go ahead, Captain.
No, Jabari didn't hit no nerve. But when I said niggas stop crying, I wasn't talking to you or Jabari.
Oh, my bad.
There was a guy in the crowd that said shut up to Zarya. So I told him to stop crying.
Oh, my bad.
I'm just enjoying listening to Jabari say he talk to spirits and shit. I'm just Listen, that's fine. Listen, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why y'all decided to. This ain't about me, man. Enjoy. Listen, y'all just misrepresented me, Jabari.
I apologize, though, brother.
I appreciate it. I was not talking.
Kazariak, I take it back. I take it back.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's all. Y'all can get back to your live. I just didn't want to try to think I said that.
Now,
Yeah.
you're telling me you don't speak to the spirit of your ancestors, brother?
No, I don't call them ancestors. I say I pray to the Most High.
Yeah,
I don't pray to
your ancestors, and your ancestors is who?
No, let me just give the difference. So y'all would pray, like Jabari just said he heard the voice of whoever that was. I didn't hear the woman's name who he talking about. Me, I just pray to God. So if you want to call it a spirit, you can say I pray to that. But I don't pray to like Jesus. I don't pray to Elijah. I don't pray to Isaiah. I pray specifically to the Most High. Like that. We remember the ancestors. So like I remember like Christ, I remember Isaiah and stuff like that. And think of that.
But in this regard to Zaria, we are similar because we are both members of spiritual communities.
That's right.
Yeah. I didn't hear what Jabari, can you repeat? I didn't hear what you said.
I said in this regard, you and I are similar because we're both part of spiritual communities. And so that is...
Right, the only yeah, I think what people might be talking about you though, Jabari, is because like I'll say like the events that happened in the Bible is real. You'll say that you'll say that the events in Kemet wasn't literal. Let me say that word. But the ancestors that you praying to believe that it was literal, so when you praying to them, you would have to believe what they're going into. I think that could be why they're saying that to you. But I don't really want to call to get to that type of thing that this is your show. But it got me out. It's a priest, real quick. I want to hear some voices. He said he heard some voices. I want to know how they sound. Was they male or female? Was the voice?
Both of y'all don't sound clear.
Now let me say this.
No, Jabari, don't say
hold up, Jabari. They're saying how did the voice sound? Like when
we don't know how that voice sounded.
Let me answer. I'm going to answer.
No, Fernand said you can answer. Fernand said he heard the answer for talking to him. I want to know how the voice sounded when they're talking to him.
It sounds just like them, like Marcus Garvey. It sounds like them.
How you know what Marcus Garvey sounds like? How you know what Marcus Garvey sounds like? So he talked to you? So where did he come from to talk to you?
Brother, you don't understand it, man. It's deep within the spirit, man.
No, that's what I'm asking you. I'm asking you to explain. So help me understand. So you talk to Marcus Garvey. Where did he come from?
This to get detracted. We can
All
talk
right.
about
We gotta go, y'all. We gotta go.
Let's talk about
Yeah, just please tell us where they come from. We get off the phone. Just tell us where they come from.
All right, let's go. Because they coming in with the circuitry.
Yeah, and I don't have any problem answering those questions, right? I have no problem answering those questions. I do what our ancestors, what African people have done for tens of thousands of years. African people have communed with the ancestors for it recorded tens of thousands of years. If you're making fun of that, you are making fun of your grandmother, your grandfather, so on, and so on. So if you want to say that you think what your grandparents and those before them did was wrong, you could go ahead and do that. Your quarrel is not with me. Your quarrel is with your ancestors.
Go ahead.
So I want to do this for a second. Can you share this picture for a second, Sonetta? I want you to know that in December, Brother Garfield had a full conversation with Brother King Simon. Now, let me say this. I am not showing this to put any conflict between the relationship of King Simon and Brother Garfield. I love King Simon. That is a brother with a pure heart. I really think he is a good dude. So my critique here has nothing to do with King Simon. It's all about Garfield. But I want you to hear how he speaks to King Simon about what King Simon does. Some of you may not know, King Simon is a promoter extraordinary. I mean, he is just amazing at promoting. He's done it for decades. He's done it for Sonetta. When Sonetta has a debate and you see the flyers out, King Simon gets the word out. So I think that the Sonetta audience knows him for that. But you may not also know that King Simon is a numerologist. He's a numerologist. King Simon looks at numbers for patterns, and those patterns are meant to assist us in living our modern daily lives. If Garfield says that what I'm doing is spooky, how could he then have King Simon on his platform? Because King Simon, by the way, King Simon is not just a numerologist. King Simon was part of Ansar Allah. We're talking about the Nation of Islam. King Simon has been in spiritual communities. King Simon has a close relationship with Baba Heru. King Simon is a person who has done a lot in our community in spiritual communities. So if he wants to say that what I'm doing is spooky, by the way, when you say something is spooky, you sound like a fool. You are speaking ill of what African people do. And I guess you think the New York Yankees is what is at the top of your mind, brother. You have no problem with wearing the clothes of your oppressor, but you want to make fun of people who are attempting to do what Africans have done. I want you to listen to parts of the conversation he has with King Simon. And I want you to recognize right at the bat, he's going to recognize something about King Simon. Family, those of you in the audience probably recognize right off the bat, just looking at the image, something about King Simon. Garfield's going to mention it. Let's listen. You got to hear this. You can share the video, son.
Years. And somebody who I admire, one, because of his positive spirit or energy. This is a brother, whenever you speak to him or come around him, you always get an energy of enlightenment or some sort of positivity. So this is what this brother has brought and influenced me for the last 20 years.
Now, I want you to recognize Garfield is talking about someone's spirit and energy. You darn hypocrite! You fool, you hypocrite! You illiterate brother! Just listen to what he said for a second. Now let's continue. Listen.
And I want to introduce him to those who don't even know him. And here we go. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you my big brother, my big brother, my brother for life.
Lot of mercy.
King Simon, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing today, brother King Simon?
Why, Garfield? Brother Garfield, we are set.
Smile. Nobody can beat that smile or take that smile away, man. For years. Hey, obviously I'm on the Akan symbol. You know, we Jamaican and we have the Akan. We bring that energy everywhere we go.
That's right.
First of all, where you get that from? Come, we have to copy and get one.
I got it from ancient jewelry, ancient Aura jewelry, man. Aura is a brother, man, that sell the black ones, man. I'll send you his link. Good dude, man. Good brother.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. And by the way, too, King Simon always promoting somebody. So you see, he does.
Now wait a minute here. What is King Simon wearing that Garfield wants one of? What is King Simon wearing?
It looks like a Gina May symbol.
Yes, our brother, Sonnetter. That's the Jinyame.
Yeah.
How dare you make fun of someone who is willing to live in spirit, and then say you want to wear a jinyame. Garfield, do you know what a jinyame is? Or are you that ignorant of African culture? Is that what it is? Let me show you a definition. Sonetta, can you please share the PowerPoint? You see it there? There we go. I want you to know that the symbol that you see our brother, King Simon, wearing is a jinyame. Sometimes they translate this as accept God. Accept, not accept, accept. This is from adinkrasymbol.org. It expresses the omnipotence and supremacy of God in all affairs. Now, you know I wouldn't use the word God. I'm reading this directly from the Adinkra symbol website. The jinyame is arguably the most popular Adinkra symbol. It expresses the deep faith that Akans have in the Supreme Being, called by many names and titles, including Onyame, Onyankopan, Twire Doyampan, the reliable one, and many others. In the Khan scheme of things, God, Yahweh, is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. I want you to listen to those three things that they say are aspects of the divine. Omnipotent, that means all-powerful. Omnipresent, or everywhere. And omniscient, able to know all things. Jinyame has become the icon of all Adinkra, encapsulating the faith of an African people who see God's involvement in every aspect of human life. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! The sign that you see our brother King Simon wearing, because King Simon is not running from African culture. King Simon is not confused. King Simon is not just speaking ill of people for no good darn reason. You say you want one. And the symbol is that the creator, the divine force is in all things. Yet he wants to make fun of a brother who prays, meditates, and says that he has received an answer from the divine. That's what he wants to do. Garfield, I hope you know that I am an installed chief in Ghana, the land of the Akan. In fact, on my shirt, Sonetta, is what? What?
Jinyame.
The Jinyame.
The Jinyame.
The Jinyame. The Jinyame. Garfield just has New York Yankees caps. That's all he has, because he is a sad being. A sad, pitiful, being. Pitiful being.
Yo, y'all gotta get in the ring and stop this bullshit, man, for real, man.
He doesn't want to get in the ring. But let's go further. I'm not done. You gotta see some more of this, Sonetta. You gotta see some more of this. So Garfield is making fun of someone who is connected to spirit. I'm gonna play a really quick clip of here it is. Let's play a really quick clip when King Simon says that he was moved to the Nation of Islam because of a dream. Garfield doesn't challenge him. Garfield doesn't argue with him. Garfield doesn't say, that's spooky.
Told us about his brother right here. He's promoting right away, telling you his jewelry store and where to get it from. This is like the greatest promoter of the conscious community.
Share it, yeah, here it is. Let me share it now. Here it is.
Oh, that's not the one?
No, I'm just about to put it in. Take a look. This is Dream. Here we go. Is it there? I think that's it. Let's see.
Donkey years. And somebody who I admire.
Oh, that's the same video. We need to remove some of these.
Yeah, you gotta remove it. Just remove it. There you go.
So it's clearer what we're looking for. And now I'm gonna share. Take a listen.
You ain't sharing it yet.
It's
I
there.
see it now.
Yeah.
To the Ansar Allah community, Dr.
Right.
York, Imam Isa. From there, in that community, while I was living in that community, I'm not one of those people that was outside. And while I was living in that community, I was in the house and I fell asleep. had a dream about Minister Farrakhan. This was in 1985, right before he did the Madison Square Garden thing. Yeah, the power thing. And so when I left that community in '88, I went into the reggae business, still doing what I do. But Dr. York, let me say something. Dr. York was the first to record me in his studio.
So I want you to recognize that we are seeing that King Simon is saying that he was driven to the Nation of Islam when he was actually in Dr. York's, in Malachi York's organization, by a dream. Garfield doesn't challenge him on it. Garfield says, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is an amazing thing. That's what he says. That's what he says. Garfield, you are laughable. You're laughable. You are laughable. You want to say you have a problem with Jabari, but look at who you had on in December. This is only Mark Sarnetta. Let's go further. Listen to how he embraces King Simon doing numerology on his platform. Jabari is spooky. Jabari is spooky, but he is having a love fest with King Simon. Let's listen. You see it, Sarnetta?
You know, because
12/28, 1976. That's Monica Lamb's birthday. She wants you to give her some information.
First of all, she's born the same day as Denzel Washington. Interesting enough. Yeah, she's born the same day as Denzel Washington. And this year in particular, if you add it to 2021, it equals 2061. And 2 + 6 + 1 = 9. Miss Lamb, this is a year going into next year is a year for you to remove people, places, and things that don't serve your highest and wisest purpose. If they're not serving your highest, they gotta go. Because you got a mission that you gotta go on moving forward. Motivating you, this cleansing period that you're in is to fulfill your dreams, whatever old things that you did not want to fulfill from your past. This is a good cycle for you to do it, because you're going to go into a good 1-year personal cycle next year in 2022. And 1 is a business number, but it's also a number of new beginnings, new people, new business, new attitude, new movement. So this, you have to cleanse first. You have to do the necessary cleansing first. Always detoxify yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually before your next birthday in 2022, because you're going into a high-level power cycle next year for yourself. So pay attention, Miss Lamb.
All right. Oh, you got that one for free, man.
You got that one for free. I do consultations, family, but I have a waiting list. I'll tell you the truth. After I usually do these interviews and all that, I usually get a lot of people responding. And if people do want to book a session with me, remember, I don't do readings. I'm not into readings. They got a negative connotation in readings. I do consultation, consulting you to guide you with your numbers so it can motivate you to move forward. That's what I'm into, because numbers are the closest things to us right now that can bring a certain understanding of the universe. That's why
numbers are the closest thing to us and can bring an understanding of the universe. This is what you had a brother that we both love say on your platform. You attacked Jabari for being spooky. What's wrong with you, brother? What's wrong with you? You could have kept this on our disagreement. You could have kept this on our disagreement around a historical matter. But you'd rather paint me as a cult leader without knowing anything about my organization, speaking to anyone in my organization, coming to any of the events, hearing any reports of me doing anything inappropriate to anyone. By the way, Garfield, there are lots of reports about you doing inappropriate things to people in your business. I'm not going to go there, because that's not how Jabari Osaze gets there. That's not how Jabari Osaze gets there. I'm going to clean your clock on the information. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean your clock on the information. I'm not going to try to pillory you with people who are abusing abusing women, who are stealing people's money, who are controlling people, who have been arrested for shooting up their girlfriend's house. That's who I am? Really? 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 That's what you've done. That's what you've done. And I even see Jagar Davis say, Jabari, I think you low-key throwing shots at King Simon, bro. I want to be really clear. I have no shots for King Simon. That is my brother. None. 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 This is about Garfield and his hypocrisy. That's what this is. Because if this is on your platform, by the way, this is not about Monica Lamb either, who was a wonderful sister as well. She was assisting Garfield. She's over here. She got a reading from King Simon. It's not about you, sis. You know that. This is about the idiot with the Yankees cap on. That's who this is about. The idiot with the Yankees cap on. That's who this is about. That's who this is about. So Netta, I wanna go ahead and give you a definition for cults. Can we do that for a moment? Before we even do that, I should even show you this real quick. On his own channel, people are asking questions that he's uncomfortable with. Look at this. What did they say? This is Pharaoh Montuka X. Not someone I know, by the way. But look at what he says. He said, I'd never hear... Sonetta, can you share that image? Now look at this. He says, I'd never hear you talk about Pastor Bennett this way. Pretty sure he speaks to Jesus or God or has some sort of spiritual engagement. You know what Garfield's response is? This is not about Pastor Bennett. Why are you bringing him up here? That's his response. That's his response. Brother, this is ridiculous. I cannot even believe that we're here. I can't even believe that we're here.
Gotta listen now. Y'all tune in.
This is a cult. This is what Garfield, I'm not going to call him Brother Garfield. This is what Garfield is trying to do. This is the cult definition for Britannica Dictionary. A small religious group that is not part of a larger or more accepted religion and that has beliefs regarded by many people as extreme or dangerous. The first example, a satanic cult. That's the first definition. That's the one that Garfield's using. Don't let him try to tell you that he's using another one, because he says I'm into cult-ish. Obviously, he's saying that I must be running people as part of a small religious group that is not part of an accepted religion. I think that's the part that Garfield's really uncomfortable about, because Garfield is a closet Christian. Garfield is a closet Christian. And so he has some discomfort with the fact that my tradition is different. He would rather us all keep it low-key. But he doesn't insult the other folks. He said nothing. He had nothing but admiration for King Simon. He didn't challenge him. He didn't say, this number thing, what is this? This is spooky King Simon. He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
All right, just bring y'all a little knowledge, man. I gotta get ready to go to work. You did. So, hey, y'all want to catch the rest? Check out Sonetta. You heard me? For real. Fire Knowledge Unveiled. Author Chill Fetty. Like and subscribe. Thank you.